Settle down, children. Today, we look into what was India's most loved music festival, Independence Rock, and a performance by that lady killer, Nikhil D'Souza. And we hang all day with independent music superstar Siddharth Basrur. All this and more on today's Independence Day special on the Vh1 Music Diaries. Hello and welcome to this very special episode of the Vh1 Music Diaries. It's the Independence Day exclusive. And with me all day today, we are going to chat with my good friend, Mr. Siddharth Basrur. Siddharth Basrur, what's happening?
So good.
What have you been up to, man? You're a very busy person.
Well, I just finished recording an album with my new band. It's called Last Remaining Light and it's being mixed right now. So hopefully should be released sometime this year.
I can't wait to have him on the show with the band to perform a song. So, very few of y'all will know, I started out my career, my first ever show was playing with this guy way back in the year 2000. We played in this small, chotu little punk rock band called Kinky Ski Monkey. And around this time, we played our very first show in this small, dingy club in town. Tavern, yeah. And this guy and the rest of the band showed up 3 hours late for soundcheck, and I was furious.
And I had fever and I couldn't sing because my voice is totally...
He had fever and he couldn't sing for all gigs after that, subsequently.
Yes.
And what bands are you playing with now? I know you're playing with Gaurav Raina. Last I saw you at the Sound Nation Awards, you did a song with the Medieval Pundits.
I am basically keeping myself open to all sorts of collaborations. I am a part of Gaurav Raina's solo project, live. It's called Grain.
You're like the indie pitbull. You're everywhere.
Well, I think I can sing better than that though.
No doubt.
And then a bunch of studio projects, like I have something called The Library, which is with Vishal Singh from Amok Symphony.
The guitar superhero.
Yes. The superhero in general. And yeah, generally trying to do as much as I can, writing more music at home. That's about it.
So, this is the Independence Day special, and is there any ritual you have for Independence Day?
Well, it used to be Independence Rock when it was at Rang Bhavan. That used to be a tradition.
That was a tradition.
And I don't know, ever since it's moved to Chitrakoot grounds, it just doesn't feel the same. Yeah, it used to be like a huge ritual. My first gig that I ever went for, like first rock show that I ever went for was Independence Rock in I think 98. I watched Brahma play and I watched Pentagram play for the first time. It was really cool.
Cut to a couple of years later, we played at, and albeit in different bands, at the first ever iRock competition, and that kind of like, you know, launched a lot of careers. Like I know Zero was made from iRock, Acquired Funk Syndrome from Pune, me from PDV, and PDV kickstarted from iRock, and a lot of other bands.
Probably like the biggest avenue apart from like your Mood Eye and stuff like that.
So going to iRock was for the longest time the biggest tradition most of us musicians, metalheads, rockers in the city had, and iRock was pretty much the biggest concert in the country at that time. And I managed to speak to some of the stalwarts from the iRock scene back in the days at Rang Bhavan, and here's what they had to say about one of India's most beloved concerts, iRock.
iRock was this gig that was started about 25-26 years ago.
iRock was a huge event. You know, it was something that we all looked forward to.
Independence Rock.
iRock defined what kind of a band you were.
When there'd be all kinds of madness happening, and you know, there were thousands of kids, and it was great fun.
Chaos for sure, guaranteed.
It was seminal, man. iRock at that point in time was the pinnacle of the whole rock scene in India.
We used to have a ball there. I mean, really, it was a happening.
At the time, there weren't too many platforms for young independent artists to sort of showcase their work. I suppose that was what was needed at that time to create something like this.
And bands really exploded from there, you know. So it was definitely, at that point in time, it was the place to be.
There were so many young musicians who would say, Gary, man, you know the iRock organizer, please get us on. You know, it was like, they had hunger for that, you know, because if you made it to iRock, you kind of made it to, you know, the big bandstand.
It was really important to be the iRock winner. Like that was a measure of success for some act.
And if you won iRock, everyone's looking up to you and saying, man, you won iRock, and that's a big deal.
So everyone aspired to play there. And you know, once you'd play there, it was given that you were a big band and you were well known.
It became a fairly iconic gig over the years, largely because of, I suppose, where it was held. The venue, Rang Bhavan, was a really amazing open-air amphitheatre.
I think the new generation has primarily missed out on this venue called Rang Bhavan to begin with, you know, because there was just magic at that venue, you know, and it would, for whatever reason, attract a huge crowd. I remember I've never ever seen Rang Bhavan not full. It was always teeming with people, you know, people on the wall, people on the right, people on the left, and just jam-packed.
When it was at Rang Bhavan, it was the show that you had to be at. It was the show of the year.
Everybody just came out to have a really good time. It was unbridled rock and roll and a hell of a good time. Completely insane. The crowds were energetic, let's say. Those days, man, rock fans. The first 10 rows of Rang Bhavan it was a dangerous place to be, probably.
I was really scared. That was the first time I saw a mosh pit, and they're really nasty. They're really crazy metalheads there. But yeah, it was great fun.
These were serious rock fans. They were metalheads and rockers and everything else, and the energy was insane.
So it was pretty much a lot of headbangers, a lot of old school rock and rollers, you know. People who, of course, were also still very much into the whole cover band thing. I'm talking about 96 here, right?
Beyond 10 rows, just good rock and roll energy. That's what it was. It was loud.
It would really get unruly, you know. I mean, if they didn't like the band, they throw bottles and stuff like that, you know. In my case, they were like jumping on stage and dancing and, you know, like going, and my keyboard player every now and then would have to hang on to his keyboard because it would be bang, till finally a guy walked up with a loaded gun literally and put it on my keyboard player's keyboard, you know, and said the next guy who does that, just shoot him. The keyboard player's playing. You know, crazy things like that.
Zero's farewell gig at IROC, that was a really good one. Remember the first time they quit as a band and they got shut down by the cops. I remember standing there in the middle and there's maybe 1,000 kids around me and everything, and everybody then just starts singing the song PSP 12-inch, and like it was quite nice. There's some interesting videos on YouTube which have that moment as well.
IROC 25 in Andheri at the Chitrakoot grounds. Indiscreet is headlining and the front man gets chased off by a lathi wielding. I couldn't get over it, man. In 25 years, it hadn't changed. I got booted off stage by a cop with a bloody stick. It was fantastic.
Independence Rock isn't around this year, but you can catch these upcoming gigs. Mark your calendars, it's the Vh1 Music Diaries gig guide. Bangalore rock band Parvaz will be performing at the High Spirits in Pune on the 13th of August. Remember Spud in the Box from Fresh on the Block a few episodes ago? They'll be playing at the Blue Frog in Mumbai on the 13th of August. And speaking of bands that have been on the show, boss-level band Mad Boy Mink will be performing at the Hard Rock Cafe in Bangalore on the 14th of August. And don't forget to catch the Vh1 Supersonic Club Nights featuring dance music superstar Funk Agenda on the 16th of August at Blue Frog, Mumbai.
And keeping in mind of traditions, ever since Rang Bhavan closed down and Chitrakoot really wasn't cutting out for IROC for me, I started out a new tradition of my own to do every Independence Day. Let's play cricket.
Okay, if you say so.
Whoa!
Oh, you're out.
I hit the ball in front, it's telling me caught behind. So while I'm teaching Shane Warne a thing or two about batting, you guys go check out some of the messages from our superhero musicians.
Hey guys, this is Gary Lawyer wishing you all the very best on Independence Day in India.
Hey people, this is Nikhil D'Souza, and in the spirit of Independence Day, I would like to say go out there, support the independent music scene.
Hi, this is Ayan from Paralites, and I'd like to wish you all happy. Hi, this is Ayan, and I'd like to wish you all happy Independence Day. Hi, this is Ayan and I'd like to wish you all a happy Independence Day. I'm struggling, man, this talking.
Happy Independence Day.
Hi, this is DJ Star and wishing all the viewers of Vh1 a happy Independence Day.
I wish you all the happiest Independence Day possible.
Happy 67th year of independence for India. By the way, it's my birthday also.
Independence to me means expressing myself and expressing what I feel through my music, and that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I wish you all, a true understanding of the meaning of independence.
On behalf of the Vinyl Records, wishing you a very happy Independence Day.
And I wish you all the spirit and the courage to stand up and be independent. Thank you.
Happy Independence Day. Support independent music, support independent India. Very nice. Buy independent music. Put it. Bye.
Stick around, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with some more Vh1 Music Diaries Independence Day special.
Straight back over the bowler's head. Really got stuck into that.
Welcome back. And hockey is India's national sport. But since we can't play hockey, we are playing the next best thing.
You can't play hockey.
Yeah, I don't know how to play hockey, and neither can you.
Of course, I used to be in the school team, by the way. You don't know.
Dude, you hate
about
playing
me.
any sport. You just
I do now, but I didn't when I was a kid.
No, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
No. So since we are celebrating all things Indian today, it's India's National Independence Day, Freedom Day, everything. Let's talk about some of our personal favorite Indian music videos. I would like to first bring out one of my favorite Indian music videos, Pentagram's Tomorrow's Decided. No other music video from any band in this country captures the essence of the city that they are from the way this video does. And this represents Mumbai in the best possible way. Check it out. Pentagram's Tomorrow Decided. Here you are.
Pick up the stone from the earth of your mind and throw it through. Fill up the bottle with the flames of thought. Throw it through.
So one of my favorite videos when I was growing up, and probably still continues to be one of my favorite videos, has to be Indus Creed's Top of the Rock.
Hey, I said that in the first episode. Top of the Rock inspired me and wowed me watching a video like that on TV.
So that doesn't mean I can't say it in this episode. Anyway, so like a world full of white people on music videos, and suddenly there's these bunch of Indian guys. You kind of look up to that stuff, yeah.
Watching rockers on my home screen every day. Rags to riches, the rock and roll way.
One of my favorite Indian metal videos is Scribe's Dum Hai To Aa Gaya. That video just, I don't know, according to me, totally broke norms of what a metal video should be. It's a metal hardcore song and suddenly you have break dancing and b-boying, and I think it was just epic. I loved the video. I loved what it was trying to show and put out there, and you guys should check it out too. Scribe Dum Hai To Aa Gaya.
Where it is. My next favorite video is from a relatively new band on the scene. It's like one of my favorite indie bands, and it's got a bunch of brilliant musicians playing in it. Slow Down Clown, Stupid C.
Your crooked eyes told me a story about growing up in the woods. And your estimated father and mother.
And since we both are so good at air hockey, there's another way to decide who the winner is. The first one's puck hitter to stop spinning loses. And while the decisions are being made, you guys go check out some of the most epic milestones in Indian music history. I'm winning.
No, you're not.
Let's learn about some milestones in Indian music. In 1968, the Beatles visited India to study transcendental meditation. In 1970, the All India Shimla Beat contest began. It was India's first Battle of the Bands competition. In 1972, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin visited Mumbai and played with local musicians in the club Slip Disc. In 1979, Rohit Perera was born. He would later become P-Man. In 1980, the Police came to India and performed in Rang Bhavan in Mumbai to a sold-out crowd of 5,000 people. By the way, this was Sting's band The Police, not the Police. 1986 saw the beginning of the Independence Rock Festival. It was termed India's Woodstock. In 1990, Indian Ocean was formed. Again, Indian Ocean the band, not the ocean. In 1996, Michael Jackson visited and performed in the country, causing a nationwide frenzy. 97 saw the Colonial Cousins become the first Indian artists to feature on MTV Unplugged. In 2007, Parikrama opened for Iron Maiden in India and became the first Indian band to play the Download Festival. In 2009, A.R. Rahman won at the Oscars and the Grammys for Slumdog Millionaire. This has been Milestones in Indian Music.
Damn!
As expected, I won. You guys go check out some of the most kick-ass Indian origin musicians in the international music scene right now. I won.
No, you didn't.
I won, you
cheated.
lost, I won the victory, you won the lavatory, I won the game, you won the shame. Freddie Mercury of Queen was born Farooq Balsara to a Parsi family from Gujarat. Today, he's remembered as one of the best frontmen ever. Tony Kanal, bassist of No Doubt, is of Indian origin, though he never lived here. American band Goldspot is named after an old Indian soft drink, and founder Siddharth Khosla is of Indian origin. Kim Thayil is the guitar player for Soundgarden, and his parents were originally from Kerala, God's own country. Nitin Sawhney kickstarted the British Asian underground music scene. Did you know that he almost got an order of the British Empire but turned it down? The force is strong in this one. Vijay Iyer is of Tamil origin and is considered one of the most skilled jazz musicians in the world today. Bassist and keyboardist of Wolfmother, Ian Perez's parents are from Bangalore. His family loves Munna Bhai MBBS, as he told us on this very show. Ravi Badri Raju, former guitarist of American deathcore band Job for a Cowboy, is of Telugu origin. He left the band to pursue medicine. What could be more Indian than that? As you can see, we are chilling here in our pirate ship. We are the pirates of Andheri.
Almighty.
Siddharth Basrur. Up next is Nikhil D'Souza doing a special song for the Independence Day special, Vh1 Music Diaries, the heartthrob of the indie scene. Nikhil D'Souza, take it away, my friend.
My name is Nikhil D'Souza. I'll be playing a song called Simple Kind of Love. It's one of the newer songs that I've written, and I've been writing over the last year with my friend Jeff Cohen. He's a songwriter in Nashville. Simple Kind of Love is a little special because we were two guys just sitting down and we were both talking about where we were in our lives with women. And that's usually the way two guys write. So Jeff was going through a bit of trouble with this woman and I was just starting off with someone. Well, we were thinking about writing a song where you talk about your expectations and the way people think about relationships, where you can expect everything. You can expect the sun and the moon and all that, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the simple things in life. And once you've got that right, then you've got it going. So this song is about the simple kind of love.
You and I relate for moments, collecting memories on the road. No, it doesn't take a fortune for two hearts to be as one. While we circle around the sun, ours will be simple. A simple kind of love. Ours will be simple, simple kind of love. Won't serenade the stars with wishes. Don't look for answers in the sky. We're not asking for perfection. All we really need is time. In time we will find Ours will be a simple kind of love. Ours will be a simple kind of love. Some days I wake up in the morning knowing where you are is night. When that distance comes between us, I still feel you by my side. Ours will be a simple kind of love. Ours will be a simple kind of love. Ours will be a simple kind of love. Ours will be a simple kind of love.
So, Siddharth, as you know, it's a tradition. We give all our guests on the show a gift, and it's the Independence Day special. I'm giving you 2 gifts.
What is that?
First gift, I'm giving you freedom.
To do what?
For the second gift, you can do the closing today.
Alright, I'm Siddharth Basrur. I'm with this clown here, P-Man. I'm not going to be here next week, but he definitely is, so tune in.
This is the Vh1 Music Diaries.
There's a new sensation, feel the vibration, spiritual foundation, celebration.